Guys, Noddle here, and today I've got something pretty cool. I have a very old Medeco Classic, and you can tell it's a classic because it doesn't have the biaxial logo or M3 logo on it. You can make it even cooler as I have the original packaging, and this is on loan from my locksmith, from Patrick's Locksmith, from Chris. Now this is really cool. This is from when his father ran the business, and he held on to all that stuff when he took over the company. So I just thought that was really cool. I'll leave that there. So with the Classic, I only have 4 pins, nothing for chamber 5. But I'm going to see if I can get this open today and show you what's on the inside. Okay, let's see if we can get in him. So if you're not familiar, Medicos have chisel tips. As you can see, there's cuts and they're angled. So not only do you have to set the pins to the correct height, but you also need to rotate the pins to the correct angle in order to open the lock, because there's a sidebar element. Picking clockwise will engage the pin tumblers first and then the sidebar. Counterclockwise will engage the sidebar first and then you set the pin tumbler. I'm going to try picking it clockwise. It's only 4 pins, so let's see. Oh, and before we start, let me just reset the directions on the pins, just so that they're not pre-aligned. Let's begin. So Medicals usually bind front to back or back to front. So I'm going to put some moderate to heavy tension on. Pin 4, 1 little click. Back. Pin 3, little click. Pin 2, a lot of 4s. Nice deep click. Pin 1 doesn't want to move, so I'm going to go back again and see if I missed anything. Okay, now we're binding. Pin 1 up. Wow, that's really high. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but I got a bit of rotation on the core, which means I am probably on the sidebar now. So I'm just going to push this in. I'm probably going to hit something and push it into a gate, whether it be false or true. It's probably going to move again. Nothing, okay. So now I have to find the true gates on some of these. So pin 1. Pin 1 is, he looks to be in a true gate. Now pin 2 seems to be in a true gate. Now pin 3, yeah, so it's got to be pin 4 who just doesn't want to play nice. So I'm going to angle, release. And I can actually use this 15,000th gem from Peterson, and sometimes I find that gives me a little bit better control. I just dropped a bunch of pins, but I'm just going to rake him to that side in hopes that next time I pick him, my pin will already be lined up. So here we go again. So the back, heavy tension, click on 4. A lot of clicks on 3. Click on 2. Click on 4, 3, 2, now this is being a pain. Okay, so now I got a deeper set there. So I probably got more pins in the true gates, and I probably only got one. And I bet you that one is number 4, because he is binding. So let me just angle my guy, find the chisel tip, release, push, pull. I may have dropped 1 or 2 pins there. Okay, so I've got it back now. Is it 1? Nope. So then we're going to go back in. We're just going to maybe give each one a tap. Okay, so 1 is not in the true gate. He is binding quite heavily, so I'm going to just try and rotate him, let off, let the pin drop. Okay, I think he still doesn't want to play nice. Okay, so I'm going to rotate him and lift and drop. He really doesn't want to rotate on pin 1, but let's try and use my hook here. And I just want to try and angle him like away, so I'm going to maybe just try and rotate him by pushing on the face. He still looks like he's turned quite a bit. This is kerning. Okay, come on. We both know you want to turn. Okay, he's set now. Now who's not set? Looks like 2 doesn't want to. So I'm going to let it up again. Lighten, find the edge of it. And we are in. Awesome. So, let's move this out of the way. Grab this pinning tray that I got made from Chris from Patricks Locksmith. Really appreciate it. This is awesome. It's really cool to find a locksmith that actually cares about lock sport. I know a lot of them don't even know what it is, but I'm very lucky and fortunate with mine, and that he lets me borrow locks from him, and he gives me a bunch of, you know, all these old stuff, all these old used ones. So definitely don't be afraid to ask around. You know, go to your local locksmith and just see, you know, ask them, and you can't hurt yourself in asking. So let's get this guy apart here. But yeah, like honestly, just go talk to any, you know, local locksmith. It's typically better if you talk to the, you know, the businesses that are family run. You know, maybe a 1 or 2 man operation, just because when you get in those larger scale businesses, you know, they don't really care as much. At least that's what I found in my experiences. So let's take that back cover off, place him down here. Let's take this guy and put him right there so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so let's take our key, put him in, turn it. The sidebar is on that side, so if I angle like this, I should be fine. Once again, I always use shims. It's just a common practice for me. I don't trust myself, and especially because this isn't my lock, and I would hate for something to go wrong with it. Okay, let's grab our follower. Key pins are up that way. There we go. So as you can see, only 4 pins, sidebar still in. So let's put this there. I'm just going to put him down there for a second. I'm going to grab my tweezers. And let's take out the sidebar. So, as you can see, this lock is good for 5 pins, but it only has 4 in it. I'm going to be leaving him up top here. And there are the springs. 1 and 2. Those are something you do not want to lose, are these little springs. And since this lock isn't worn, they came out pretty easily. Sometimes they have a hard time coming out. So I'm going to take out the key now, put him aside. We'll do chamber 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put that up there. And now we're going to pick from up top. So, chamber 1, just a standard. I doubt there'll be any mushrooms in here because of how old it is. Typically the classics will have 1 to 2 maybe, or 0 to 2, sorry. Oh, anti-drill element. Don't really need that. That. Okay. There's all our springs. Another anti-drill element. I'll just put them over there. And there you go. So let's go through this. So pin 1. And he has, looks like he's got one very shallow false gate. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there, he's got a shallow one than the real one. Pin 2 has, looks like another false gate. This one looks a little deeper, just right beside the true one there. Pin 3 looks like another very shallow false gate right beside the true gate. Pin 4, we have, it looks like just one gate. So I must have been on gate on number 3 there when I was stuck, not 4. I was wrong on that. As for the drivers, looks like steel tops, except for the last one, which is a brass one. So that's your anti-drill as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Chris from Patricks Locksmith. This is awesome. And yeah, guys, don't be afraid to go talk to your locksmith. I mean, look at all this cool stuff I get. I get all this cool stuff from him, including all these used cylinders, which is perfect for making challenge locks. So I will be making a video in the future and doing a giveaway for some challenge locks that I'll be making, so stay tuned. And hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. And thanks again to Chris. This is awesome.